What is going on, guys and girls? I'm here today with something different on my channel today. I'm gonna go for 10 random facts about computer game addiction. Now, I'm gonna try and do something different every week, just to take your mind off of actually playing the game for a minute. So here we go. Number one. Somewhere around 41% of people who play online games admit that they play games as an escape from day-to-day tasks. This would be things like dealing with real life. Like when you're pissed off or you're upset or you're down in the dumps and you just don't want to talk to anyone. They go into a game, don't have to think about it, and they use it as an escape. And, that ultimately leads as 7% of people that play games in this way to be classed as dependent. Like, it really will change the way that they feel about that day, whether it's a shitty day or a good day. It's gonna make them feel better because, it gets hard sometimes. Number two, the likelihood of developing an addiction to online gaming depends on the player themselves. It's not all games are gonna cause addictions, it's the person. So, to say someone was enjoying playing with their friends, and they're like, yeah, cool, let's hang out and play games. Others, they'll feel obligated to log into the game to help people in the game, like whether it be their friends or random people they don't know or the guild that they're in. So, they get in and it gets hard. In a lot of people, when this happens, they create a role, like their character becomes sort of like a split personality, like a fake identity with a background story, like Grolag from the depths of Mars, a mysterious thief whom was betrayed by his brother as a young snortling, blah 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 blah. You know where I'm going with this. People that do this can, will, and do get very heavily addicted. Number three, for some, video game addiction is associated with a desire to seek new experiences. People with a taste of adventure, but no means to do so in real life. Like, they can't just go off out and start raiding dungeons, fighting dragons, and learning new maps, revealing points that they haven't been to, learning an area of monsters. So for that, it's their adventurous side, but they don't have the capabilities to actually do it in real life. Like, they can't fly off and go to Tokyo and go to the top of the big buildings and look out over it at night time and see all the lights and stuff. So, they can't do that. And plus, isn't it just easier to sit like on your sofa or in your chair or lay in bed and play games? I reckon it is. Number four, males, men, boys, guys, geezers. They are most likely to become an addict to the pixelated world of their desires. More often, it's the guys that choose the violent games with sword, shield, shouting, and fire, and, explosions and fun and shit like this. Whereas girls, they more often pick puzzle-solving platform strategy games. I can't think of one that's puzzle-solving game because I don't play. Anyway, I know that's not like only puzzle solving games. I know plenty of girls that, they'll run around with their character with their swords out, kicking people's ass, and then, you got beat up by a girl. Fuck you, dick. And, but at the same time, a lot of the people that I've come across that are female gamers play as healers. I don't know why. It's just, it's probably like a maternal instinct. That part of them, it's inside, and they just want to look after people, and, that's kind of cute. Number five, sadly, a lot of online gamers are people with a low self-esteem. They suffer from confidence, they suffer from anxiety difficulties, sometimes it's anger issues, because they can set themselves goals in a game, like get a new sword, get a new enchant item, linked in a new mount. I don't know what you can do on all of the games out there. I know there's a lot of them out there. It gives them a false sense of achievement. It's not a false sense because they have done it, but it's not something that's gonna make a big difference. So, it's not a completely bad thing, but it can get to the stage where it is, a bit too much. Like, there are some bad sides, such as number 6. It can cause friendship, relationship, and socializing problems in all aspects of day-to-day life, preventing them from wanting to talk. Like, they don't want to go out. They don't want to go and see their friends. Maybe they don't have any friends. I don't know. But that can be a result that leads and can cause online game addiction. Not even always online at game addiction, but they're more interested in getting to level 80 than going down to McDonald's and seeing some friends and having some fun. Number 7. Some gamers, most I don't imagine, already know about this problem. Yeah. You play all day and all night, and then it's 4 a.m. and there is a boss in about 2 hours, So, you stay on, and then you realise, oh, I'm only 5% to the next level, so you get to the next level, and you're like, right, okay, it's stupid o'clock in the morning now, like, sometimes it's like 5-6 o'clock in the morning before you go to sleep, and then you're just like, yeah, I'll go to sleep for a few hours. You wake up at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, straight back on the game. You can't help yourself, you don't know why you do it, you just straight on the game, carry on playing, and it's a fucking pain in the ass. I've been there. I've done that shit back like 4 years ago. I was in that place where I was waking up, playing all day, sleeping like all morning, and then up in the afternoon, and I play all day. And I don't know why I was doing it. I honestly cannot think of a reason as to why I was doing that. Here's one you probably won't expect. Physical damage. Yeah, it's dangerous to play these games. Like, picture this. You're traveling to the next mountain, top of the quest. It's the one that you've been trying to do. You've just accepted it, basically, and you've got to do it. You run over there to pick up the shiny dog shit that some NPC wants you to get, and when you get there, there's a monster to kill. And when you kill it, it spawns more, so you kill those, you pick up the shiny dog turd, you run back to the NPC, hand it in, talk to the next one, pick up that shiny dog turd that he wants, run back, and you've done this for the last 4 hours, 5 hours, whilst you've been sat there staring at the screen. It's making your eyes strain and constantly reading, and they've got that blur coming into that. It can cause headaches and migraines and stuff, and you sat still for a long time. You're gonna get problems with your legs, with your arms, your wrists, your fingers, your back. It can cause a lot of problems. So if you do start to get any of these, take a break. Like every now and then, like every 2 hours, just stand up, walk around, try and keep yourself from getting into that point. Number 9. Now this one I like, you dirty, sweaty, smelly bastard. Yeah, poor hygiene. Nearly all online gamers have poor hygiene. Greasy hair, they smell nasty. It is their fault, but it's not entirely their fault, because they're not thinking about going for a shower. They're thinking about getting their new sword and sticking it up someone's arse. So you picture it. You've been playing, it's been 2 weeks, and you're like, fuck it, I smell, I'll do it later. And you just forget. It's easily done. You just sat in your tomb, playing your games, having fun. It can lead to acne, rashes, scalp problems, sores, aches, and other dermatological problems, which is not yummy. And well, last one, it's money. Where did all your dollar go, bro? That's the only way I could think of putting this. You have a monthly subscription to a game, that's $15. Alright, that's not too bad. But the enchant items for increased chance bonus for it to work, $2. Okay, you brought 10. So that's already $35 in 1 month. And then there's the special mount that's, 15% off. So you needed that for $30. Because it can run faster, it's got fire comes out of its feet or some shit like that. And, you get that and you're like, okay, I won't need anything again as far as mount goes. That will save me some money in the long run. So you're up to $55. And then all of a sudden there's a costume with some fairy wings out, and you think, oh, that's cute, okay, that's $20. I get that. That's $75 in a month, and that's you know, I've spent more than that in a week on video games for different items that I didn't entirely need, but I fucking wanted them, so I got them. So you gotta be careful, because I know a dude, well, I don't know him anymore, but I used to be in a guild of a dude that had sold his car, his vehicle. He had sold that bitch to buy a pair of swords off of someone else in the guild. Now, he sold his car for $1,500. He bought $450 worth of computer pixels. Yeah, he paid $450 for these swords, and then he spent another $300 on some shoes. You know, that it gets to the point where it's stupid. Some people will waste so much on these games, so you've got to be careful. You've got to try not to let it get like that. There are free to play games out there, but even those have an in-game cash more. You've got to be careful with what you're buying, because you're slowly going to buy stuff, and before you know it, you're buying just everything. Now, I would like to point out that these are not all a 100% solid fact. However, from experience, I know a lot of this does happen, and it can get really, really bad. So they're not made like 100%, but they are actually happening. And you know, if you've got a friend or something that does, or maybe even a son or a daughter or a bigger brother that, you know, they are hooked on these games. It's not their fault. They're just enjoying it, and it makes them feel better about themselves. So maybe you can try and encourage them to get out and try and get them to spend their money elsewhere. So anyway, guys, I am Goat. You're awesome as always. I love all of you, every single one of you, for viewing my videos. I hope you're having an amazing day. Stay safe and stay awesome.